So I didn't know that my personal story would end up impacting and helping over 30,000 young Australians. And for those that don't know me, you may not know that the very first story of mental health in my family was actually at the age of 6. I became a carer for my mother who had been constantly suicidal throughout her life. And I distinctly remember walking into her room and all the lights were out. And I remember all the curtains were drawn and she was curled up in bed, bawling her eyes out. And I could see my father's reaction and he shrugged it off. "Don't worry, she'll get over it," he'd say. And I have an older brother and he so easily was able to just disconnect and go play computer games in the other room. And at the age of 6, I remember not knowing what to do, but what I'd end up doing is crawling into bed and crying. So empathy started at such a young age. And the first time I realized that mental health had affected my schooling was my year 1 report card. It read, "Alison's doing really well in the arts and music, but she's falling behind in reading, writing and arithmetic due to her absence at school from illness." And years later, I remember asking my parents what that was about, because I don't remember being a sick kid. And I have an older brother and he used to get asthma, so he used to go to the hospital. But it turns out that us kids, we were taken out of school all the time so that we could be on suicide watch, because my folks knew that my mother wouldn't hurt herself if we were there. And I found out that I was a dyslexic in primary school and I would always think differently, and I wanted to hide it so badly because I didn't want to be different. And what I didn't know then is things like having dyslexia allowed me to work really hard and think outside the box, and it became a superpower of mine now. And the thing about that is my story, my past has allowed me to find my true purpose. And with that backstory, I've now created a mental health promotion charity called Mind Blank. We aim to reduce the risk of suicide through interactive workshops in schools, workplaces and communities. And as mentioned earlier, we have actually hosted over 300 workshops directly impacting 30,000 young people.